What? Time?
Yeah, just regular time.
We dropped the biggest bomb known to mankind on Japan. Fried civilians. It was all over the news. We saw pictures of babies and women on fire from that bomb. I mean, it was terrible. My whole life was war. I never lived without a war. I was born in World War II. 1942 had ration stamps. World War II ended in actually 46, 47. 1950 we had Korean War. Korean War's all the way through till 54. You know, they wind down like that. Then we always had the Cold War with Russia was always a threat to us. So all through this, you know, between Russia, Vietnam, everything gone. I mean, war was in our life every day.
But it was a time when they started having the school kids crawling under their desks, just like they did in England when they were bombing, the Germans were bombing, or when there was a threat of an air raid, even in the United States, they would train them or teach them to, when you heard an alarm going off.
I mean, you knew, yeah, when he was 18, you knew he was going to sign for the draft. You knew he was going to get drafted. Back then, I guess your only hope is if you got drafted, you weren't sent overseas. Or if you would, it'd be in a real nice place like Paris or, you know, something like that.
The bus stopped right at our house at the corner of Green and Brandon, and we were getting off the bus, and I saw Steve Trout running towards us in the bus. The Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, where's Pearl Harbor? Well, I knew where it was because I was a history buff. I was in high school in my, can I get into this part?
Absolutely.
I was in high school in my junior year, and the Air Force came around asking anybody would like to join the Air Cadets, they called it. And you take a test. If you passed the test, if you were 18, you could go, you know, because you were old enough to go. If you were 17, you'd have to get your parents' permission. Well, I guess I must have really passed the test. You know, I passed the test. But I think about it now, I don't think anybody flunked that test.
And back in my day, every 18-year-old person had to sign up for the draft. If you went to college, you were deferred for 4 years. If you didn't go to college, you'd go in for a 2-year stint within a year. I didn't go to college, so I was prime. Just before, well, I met Janice, my wife in 61, and I was ready to go. I got called up. So we decided that we would get married, and if you got married then, you'd get 2 paychecks. I'd get my paycheck over there, which would be less than a single man, but they'd also send a check to her, so I figured I could save some more money. We could get a nicer house or apartment, whatever, when I got back from my 2-year stint. Might as well make a buck on the deal. However, Kennedy was in office, JFK, and in October when I got called out to go over there, they said they weren't taking married men in. They would only take single men. So I was deferred.
The high school changed. We were the biggest graduating class we're going to be. And geez, I remember when I got my yearbook, every service, in the service, in the service, in the service, and dead, killed in action, this and that. And this is in a matter of a year or two. A lot of my friends in my neighborhood, you know, Jim Baker, Princeler, Dean Fry, John Baker, they all ended up in the Air Force. And
Vietnam changed me, even though I didn't go. It changed my way of looking, because at one point I was missing something, but on the other hand, I look forward to maybe creating another kind of life that some guys didn't have a chance to, you know, in my age bracket. Because there was a lot of people that in our age bracket never had that opportunity to stay home. They did go, and it made me look different. You know, especially when some of these guys did come back you try to party with them, how different they were, you know, it affects you.